it's Gypsy. At first, I'd like to start out with there has been a small change. I have changed the name of my YouTube channel from Tea Time with the Gypsy Witch to Gypsy Witch Productions. I feel it matches the name of my business, my online shop, which is Gypsy Witch Creation. So I feel it matches better, and I have to give credit to my Aunt Charlotte, who has been back in the spirit realm for, yeah, over 10 years now. And she came up with that name, and I liked it, so I'm going to use that. Um, that's basically the only change. Yeah, and I will be going in and out of accents, being silly, being from serious to silly, depending on my mood and what I'm talking about. Um, anyways, yeah, so if you still want to have tea while we're visiting, that's perfectly fine. That's great. I just felt the need to change the name. Not really the context or anything like that, just the name. Um, so today I wanted to talk about what do I see as a psychic medium, and how does that benefit me and others. And Miss Persephone today, last couple of days, she's just been very vocal and wound up, so you're going to be hearing a lot from her. Yeah, we're at a new camping spot. We're in beautiful Ely, Nevada, and we're in a spot where it's just us, and it's very quiet, and she's just loving this. So she's just very rambunctious lately. I was trying to change the bed linens the other day, and she thought it was playtime and the bed was a toy, the sheets were a toy. So you're going to be hearing from her quite a bit, and as you can see, she's grown quite a bit. Get away from there, sweetheart. Just trying to get into my incense here. Okay, so we're going to talk about that today. Every psychic medium sees things differently. A lot of it's similar, but even if you're not using your psychic abilities, what you see in this realm, you're probably seeing differently than someone else. For instance, the color red. It is red, we all know that. But are you seeing it the same way as someone else? I always wonder about that, and I think the answer is no. It's all how we perceive things. I told you. So anyways, I would say most commonly what I see is energy. Now, even as incarnates, we are energy. Everything is energy. Everything has energy. It all depends, you're going to get buried, baby, on the frequency at which it's vibrating. So the lower the frequency, the more solid it appears. For instance, my table, even my laptop, is energy. However, it's vibrating at such a low frequency, it appears solid. And that includes the human body or any other physicalities, physical bodies in the physical realm. Very low vibration, so it appears solid, but nothing really is. Everything's energy. Now, as I am looking at my camera, my aunt is in front of it. Now, what I'm seeing from her, because she did cross over, she's been dead for 10 years, right? Not really, but you know what I mean. In this realm, in the physical realm, she's considered dead. A very sparkly, she's changing her colors. Sometimes she's kind of whitish, pinkish. She likes the pink. Right. So I'm seeing like sparkles, almost like little bubbles, but they're very sparkly and stuff like that. That is what I see most commonly. Yeah, Miss Ma'am over there wants to go outside, but it's not happening right now. Yeah, because of the way we live, I keep her on a tie out, and then I'd have to keep running out there to untangle her. So anyway, she's not happy right now. Let's see. So what else do I see? I see, oh yes, the pillars of light. Almost like tall white pillars of light. And a lot of times they'll start to form into the shape of a human body. Typically somebody I know. Yesterday, Dad, how did you... I saw that light, but it automatically... I didn't see the pillar first. It was definitely the shape of my father. And it was at a distance. But I could hear his voice. So I knew it was him. But the biggest clue was the way that shape was walking. It was definitely the shape of my dad, but it walked... Sorry, you walked in the same gait, with the same gait, in the same way you did when you had a physical body, right, Dad? And he says, you're damn right about that. So I knew it was him. Persephone is climbing the screen door. Yeah, she's very ornery. She's not happy today. Miss Ma'am, come on. Why don't you come over here and join our video? No, she's not. Yeah, she's wound up. So that's another way I see things. Also, I can see things very solidly from the other side, be it a human form, animal form, even inanimate objects I have seen from the other side. There was one Father's Day a few years after my father crossed over. This was a very long time ago. I wasn't even really using my abilities. I was very upset about something. I went to my father's grave and I was crying. Now this woman, there was nobody around. All of a sudden I see this woman walking across the cemetery in the section my dad's in. I didn't see her, like walking from it. All of a sudden she was there walking towards me. Silly me, didn't think anything of it. And she comes over and she starts talking to me, giving me a pep talk about being a mother, which was what I was crying about. I was going through some very difficult things at the time. And we talked for quite a while. She looked just like you and I do. Very solid and everything. And I didn't touch her or anything. So I didn't know the difference. She looked very solid. It was not until later that my family in the spirit realm informed me. My father couldn't get through to me. I was so upset. And I was crying to him. But when you're that upset, it's hard to hone in on who you're really asking for when you're that upset. So, right. He sent a stranger who I didn't know from the spirit realm to talk to me. And she appeared entirely like she was currently incarnated. I have seen, I saw wolf once from the spirit realm. Very solid. I will see birds flying through the air looking very solid. Come on, baby. Yeah, and I'll be, I like to watch birds, so I'll be watching the bird through the clear blue sky, and all of a sudden it just disappears. Yeah, that was a spirit. I've seen butterflies. Yeah, you have, Mom. Yeah, my son says I have seen butterflies from the spirit realm. They're solid. As for inanimate objects, one example is I was driving down the road in Williams, Arizona last summer. And I look over to my right, and there is this old-time Western sign. And it was very worn, as if it was old. And I look over to read it, I see it, and then it disappears. It's from the spirit realm. Yeah, Blast from the Past week. I did a video on that, but I deleted that one. I called that one. So that's how I see things. Hi, everyone. This is Gypsy from Gypsy Witch Creations and Gypsy Witch Productions. Today I'm excited to present to you my featured item on the Gypsy Witch Creations website. My painting, blobs of paint in purple, on women's canvas boots. They've become very popular on Pinterest. Also, please do not forget that I am having a back to school sale, which expires August 31st. Anything you order from my back to school collection, you will receive 10% off. And do not forget to sign up for my newsletter. When you do, you will receive a coupon code for 15% off your first item purchased. Just go to my website, gypsywitchcreations.com, and go down in the chat box. All you have to do is simply say hello, and a form will come up for you to sign up for my newsletter, and you will promptly receive a email with your coupon code. Now, I'd like to carry this over into more of perceptions, how this benefits living in this realm. Being able to communicate and see the spirit realm, I feel has changed my perception. My perception is different than I think it would be if I did not connect with the spirit realm. Yeah, what people call awake today. I can see what's truly going on. Now, this kind of seeing is not seeing visually. Oh, yes, and I also can see visions from the spirit realm in my mind's eye, my third eye. Right, so I'm not actually seeing it with my physical eye. They will send me images, visions, and I will see them in my mind's eye too. So I see like that also. Um, but it helps to see what is going on here for real. What's a red flag? What's not? How our freedoms are being taken away. How we're being manipulated. What's really going on? That's a type of seeing, so it helps me with that too. Now, anybody can do this. You don't necessarily have to talk directly or see directly from the spirit realm to become awake and understand these things and see what's truly going on. If you, first of all, again, meditation is the best way to do this, can remain centered and calm, clear-minded, you will automatically receive, my hands in front of the camera again, receive, funny, Dad, yeah, he goes, you know it wasn't me because the sparkles were pink. We have a joke about that. We've had it since I was a kid, so my dad was here then. Now you guys made me lose my train of thought. Right, you don't have to have like direct communication. Now we've talked about this before. You don't have to speak directly. You don't have to see, when I don't want to say clearly, that wouldn't be the right term. See objects and see people from the spirit realm. To become awake and see what's really going on. So meditation, clearing your mind, having an open heart, an open mind, being centered, you will start getting what I've heard people call downloads, which is receiving information from spirit without direct communication. It is a direct communication, but you're not having like a two-way conversation verbally, and you may not be seeing things visually with your physical eyes or your mind's eyes, but it's a knowing, claircognizance, right? So that is receiving information from the spirit realm, and that is spirit communication. We all do it, whether we know it or not. Everybody's a psychic, in my opinion. And that is the way to understand what is truly going on in our world. And that's how it benefits me. And these are the many, many ways I see more clearly, because, yeah, I hone in on my psychic ability. I hone in on the information. I don't always have to speak directly. Sometimes I just know I get that claircognizance. But, right, and you don't have to technically be a psychic medium, excuse me, to become awake and see what's going on. As I just said, true discerning, yeah, I'm getting from my dad, true discerning is becoming aware of what is truly going on around you through being aware, I got it right, through being aware of what is not around you in this realm, but truly is around you. Right, but it truly is around you. Right. To me, there's no such thing as really empty space. He says that's correct, Michelle, my dad said. There is energy everywhere. It fills everything. A lot of it is spirits. Mostly your family and friends in the spirit realm. They're all around us. And here to guide us and help us. So by being centered, clear-minded, open-hearted, open-minded, you will receive the truth about what is going on here, because, yeah, it is an amazing time in history. Things are changing. This past era, Pisces it was, yeah, the astrological sign of Pisces is ending, and it's bringing great change. Aquarius we are going into. Right, Aquarius is more open and free. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh. My mother's Pisces. My sister's Aquarius. She used to sneak things, yeah. She was a little bit too open-minded, my father said, at that time in her life. She's not anymore, but on different subjects, yeah, my dad wasn't happy about, right? But anyways, it's more independent, more freedom, more thinking for ourselves, definitely more loving. Right. And it's going to be a choice. You can stay in the old paradigm of Pisces, big government, being told what to do, control, not really thinking, just taking everything that you hear from the powers that be, especially through news sources, as it is. as fact and not really discerning it, not thinking. You can stay in that and you can live in the money system and do what you want. That's fine. But choices are coming now. People who can keep their minds clear, be centered, open-minded, open-hearted, can receive these downloads, this information, and understand what is real and what is not. So, thank you. So, there will be the choices coming for those of us who want it. Freedom cells, living off grid like I do, living off the land, living freely. Freely is the key word. Freedom is the key word for what is coming up. So that is how you receive this wisdom, this information, and wake up. You don't have to do it directly like I do. But like I said, everybody is psychic. And when you hone in on those psychic abilities and you truly begin to see the truth, see is the key word today, then you can make a more informed choice for yourself. Do you want to stay in the old paradigm? Or do you want the new free one? So anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.